Hello, Nikki here, and welcome to my channel. Today, I just thinking about everything I got going on, and you know what? I decide, what I'm saying, I need to stop, slow down, take a breather, because living your life to the fullest is a beautiful thing. Trying not to get caught up into trying to do this and do that. You got to breathe in between. And my girls got things planned, and I'm denying myself the enjoyment. So, I said, guess what? You know what I'm saying? I really need to think about it and say, hey, this is still going to get done no matter when I get it done. I'm just in a rush to get things done, in a rush because I have plans for other things. But you know what? Let me take some time, let me breathe. And guess what? Living your life to the fullest is whatever you want it to be. And I'm trying to make mine where I'm living my life on vacation because I love, what I'm saying, just doing me, doing nothing, just enjoying things, just having fun. But all of that costs, okay? So you have to prepare yourself for that. You got to have stuff aside for that, stuff aside for emergency, stuff aside just because. Got to have stuff coming in constantly. And you don't want to, like me, I don't like doing the 9 to 5, been there, done that. And I like to be able to go when I want to go instead of having to ask for time off. And so I have a little income, you know what I'm saying, my little pension. And then I had other little things sprinkling from my books and certain things like that. But I need to add to it because this economy is making people suffer. But if you don't plan well, you're always going to suffer. But I just have my little nest egg. But if nothing going into it, it's being drained. So you have to look at plan B. They tell you don't have a plan B, but if A don't work, you still gonna need a plan B. Okay? So you got to pick and choose your battles. And I'm picking to choose to do things the way I want to do it because it's the way that I want to live my life. There's no cookie cut to it. People try to cookie cut it for you. But no, you know what you want to do. And me, I want to live my life on vacation. So that means I have to do things, make sacrifices to be able to have that lifestyle because that's what I want. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? You pick and choose the things that you want. You know what you really want for yourself. Instead of Nikkid can't talk. Instead of denying yourself, thinking about what this person think, that person think, do you. Okay? Because if you don't do you, you'll be living with regrets. And nobody like living with regrets. Okay? Do you. And if you have a family, incorporate your family into it. Y'all have the discussions and y'all figure it out and make sure everybody have their little piece of the paradise or whatever you're trying to do. Don't be, hog it for yourself because you have a family. Me, I'm flying solo. Well, not exactly. I have a partner and we in the same sync. We in sync. I'll put it like that. We have the same goal, the same vision on things that we're going to do together. But if individually we have something that is not going to interrupt what we are trying to do. I have my lifestyle, he has his lifestyle, we intertwine in it, and what his vision is, his vision. I am the supporter of his vision, like he's the supporter of my vision. And it's a great partnership. We are in sync, even though our things are a little bit different. But we headed in the same direction. And that's the beauty of it. That's the thing of it. So that's when you have to pick and choose your partners wisely. Lesson I had to learn in life. But anyway, living your life to the fullest is what you designed it to be. So I want to live my life on vacation. So I got to do those things that I need to do to have that life. If you want a particular lifestyle, you got to do the things that you need to do to have that particular lifestyle. What I'm saying, it is what it is. Well, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time.